Hi everybody and welcome to the Numerologist.com. I'm Kelsey, I'm your host, and we are so happy that you found us today. Today I'm going to be answering a question from the community. Yay! So this week's question comes from Mickey. She sent this to us via Facebook, and her question is there a reason people pick certain numbers? I picked number 3 is the number of items, so things like pictures or the number of items that she'll choose when she groups things. She's also really connected to the number 8 and the number 18. And she's curious why that is. Okay, great. Wonderful question. Now, in terms of why people are drawn to certain numbers. Now, everything is energy and everything is frequency, and that goes for our physical vessels and everything around us. So we are attuned to a certain frequency, and there are certain numbers that resonate on that same frequency pattern. So my assumption is that when you see the number 3 and that you're drawn to the number 3, there's something around unity. There's something around balance of mind, body, spirit that you're being asked to look at in this lifetime. It's also the number of joy, optimism, positivity, playfulness. This might be a call to you, Mickey, to incorporate more play into your life, because that energy of 3 is very, very playful. It's joyous, it's happy, and when we're in that happy free flow, we're in that point of attraction. We're in that space of magnetic attraction. So that's most likely what's going on. There could be some hidden meaning on the deeper levels of the number of what that means. So if there's joy and happiness missing from your life, then that would be a very, very strong sign to cultivate that, to do more of what makes you happy. And we're actually doing a video on that next week, so stay tuned. And it could also mean the shadow aspects of the number are being brought into your consciousness. Most likely, though, it's just a call around unity and trinity. We have the masculine, the feminine, the light and the dark. And we have that even in our numerology when we have the personality and the heart number and then the integrated self. So that in itself makes a trinity. And it's in that trinity where our full true capacity, our true power resides, because we're bringing everything into balance with each other. So we're balancing the mind, we're balancing the spirit, we're balancing the body, and we're having those work in harmony, and this beautiful flow starts to happen. My advice to you, Mickey, is to take a look at what areas of life where you are the most lit up, where you're most happy, and then areas of your life where that may not be present. Take what you know about how to operate, in that super high vibration with that one particular area of life or many areas of life, and then use that as a model to integrate more joy and happiness and self-expression into the areas of your life where you may not be feeling that at this moment. Because really what Spirit is calling you to do is bring everything into balance, okay? In terms of the number 8, why you may be drawn to this number, it's the number of leadership. So either leadership in your life or leadership on a global scale. This has a lot to do with authority and being your own authority in your life. So really, really being the conscious creator. And as we saw in the oracle reading from this month is all about our own personal authority, our own personal foundations, and setting ourselves up for success by keeping our thoughts really positive. And so the 8 vibration, it's also karmic. So it's gonna call you to take a look at areas of your past and approach them from a space of positivity, optimism. So then you bring in the number 3 again. So there's nothing in our lives that can defeat us except for our minds and our perceptions of anything that's happening. So in order to really step up into your leadership, whatever that means to you, embrace that energy of 3, embrace that energy of inner authority and respecting authority as well. Because when we disrespect anyone else, we disrespect ourselves. And when we disrespect ourselves, it shows up by people disrespecting us on the outside. So they're mirroring to us our own internal experience. And then with the number 18, when we look at in a numerology sense, that comes to the vibration of 9. And vibration 9 is the philanthropist, the humanitarian, giving back on a global scale. And 8 and 9 work so synergistically together. And when you pair that with the contagious, captivating energy of 3, you seriously have the potential to do something fantastically great in this lifetime. If those are the main numbers that are coming into your experience, they're there for a reason. When we see those numbers showing up, and if those are 3 dominant numbers for you, so the 18, the 8, and the 3, those are going to work really synergistically for you to really step into your power, to step into your authentic being and radiate that love consciousness, radiate that compassion. 9's all about compassion, and that's the 18. And so you may be being called in this lifetime to learn what unconditional love is, to learn what compassion is, and to be that illustration. And that's where the 8 vibration comes in, is to be the illustration of that in your leadership and how you live your life, and be that living example. So in essence, walking our talk. And then you have this energy of 3 that you're naturally drawn to. So you're probably naturally really happy and optimistic and fun to be around. And so you can deliver your message, your universal message that you're here to share with the world through that vehicle of fun, positivity, silliness, and really make it a really fun experience for yourself. Basically, when we see numbers, when they really stand out in our consciousness, it's because there's a compatible frequency match. And those are messages, those are frequencies, those are vibrations that we're meant to pay attention to. I, as well, have a fondness for the number 3. It's why I'm often wearing very bright clothes, why I'm always singing and dancing and being silly and cracking jokes. And then I have, my life path is 9. So I really understand like the draw to those 2 numbers. And my life is all about contributing to the greater good of humanity through whatever I choose to do. And every single day I have an opportunity to be that example of love, unconditional love, of compassion, of generosity, through my speech, through my actions, and just my being. We create the space of unconditional love where people are free to be who they are. So allow yourself that freedom to be who you are, however that looks, however playful you want to be, however generous and compassionate and loving and kind you truly are. Allow that to shine out in the world. So I hope that helped. And keep sending us your questions, everybody, via Facebook, or tweet them to us. Leave a question below the video if you have an idea of what you'd like me to answer or talk about on next month's question and answer. So until next week, have a fabulous, fabulous week ahead, and much love in numbers, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.